Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. And hello! How was that, Mark? A nice festive intro. Welcome everybody to our well, it's our Christmas special, Mark.
Woo!
Yeah, so we're sitting in Newport-on-Tay studios and it's festooned with the light shows and Christmas trees
eggnog.
And all eggnog and all. I don't drink, but do you get non-alcoholic eggnog?
It's just eggs.
Yeah.
It's just nog. Yeah, no, yeah.
I can do that. Yeah, I reckon.
It's making an omelette.
Yeah, you must do nowadays, I would imagine. But anyway, hello everybody, welcome along. We're gonna just do some Christmassy stuff. I think there's gonna be a bit more singing in this episode, and there's gonna be we're gonna have some Christmas wishes. So I've gone out into the high street and spoken to some people, accosted some people you might say, and asked them for their Christmas wishes. So we've got them coming up,
exciting.
Which should be quite nice. And and they'll be telling us about their highlights of the year and their wishes for next year.
Right.
So I reckon that's a good place to start, Mark. Yeah. It's been a good year in Newport. It's kind of what we're doing. We could do it. It's like a review of Newport.
Yeah,
and a yearly review. I was thinking earlier that we should have recorded this in June, like a proper Christmas special. Like Slade and everyone did. Filmed their Christmas special and recorded it in in the height of summer.
Yeah.
But we're really not that organised, are we? I don't think we were even doing the podcast. I don't know when we started this actually. Was it about June or something?
Yeah, I think
somewhere along those times. Anyway, so Mark, what's been your highlights of the year? Can you think of some in Newport?
In Newport.
Newport-based highlights.
Newport-based highlights. Seeing a squirrel in the woodies.
Well, that's quite a good one. Was it a red or grey?
It was red.
It was red because it'd be quite controversial.
It was on the swings.
It was on the swings?
Yeah, drink a can of Coke.
Well, that is definitely a highlight. Well, she should have took some pictures, Mark. Mark's phone doesn't take pictures, probably. That's why we never.
No, it does, but you can't really see it. It takes about half an hour to find it.
Right. No. I've kind of listed some things down here, but I'm sure Summer Festival.
Oh yeah.
Another massive success this year.
It was.
A great thing, and it was a full day of entertainment, and the sun was kind to us once more. I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was nice, and of course we had the pier party the week before. Mm-hmm. That was in Newport. Loads of people came to that.
That was the Scotland game on as well.
Yeah, well they had the Scotland game the night before, so we had that.
And that wasn't a high, that obviously.
That definitely was. Was it 5-0? Was it? Yeah, and I think it was raining. So it was kind of a typical Scottish football World Cup story. Raining
and we lost.
Well, sort of excitement and then disappointment. But we won't dwell on that. So we've got that. I think that was, and another thing this year. Big Rock Records, of course, have been putting stuff on in the Rio, and they, in conjunction with Fogan Arts Centre, had Newport's very own music festival.
Oh yeah, I didn't make it along. I can't remember why I couldn't make it.
You were away.
Were you not?
I think you were away. So. But it was absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Apart from the oddest smoking area I've ever seen. It was like, where can you smoke? It was like, you go 5 miles up that hill and stand in that little pen, with a kind of leper thing on you.
People tut at you.
Yeah. People weren't tutting, they were just laughing. They were like, oh, look at this. So so anyway, give up smoking, but might be the ideal on that one. I'm just trying to think. Betty's MBE.
Yes.
I reckon that was another highlight of the year. Mm-hmm. Well, it was for Betty.
Yeah.
But that's an amazing thing. Sally organised a Halloween torchlight procession.
All right, yeah.
So we're hoping, that comes up next year. Yeah. So we're going to speak a bit more about that as time goes in. It's not going to be that much of a long podcast. It's like a 5-hour Christmas telethon or whatever it's called. And of course, Christmas lights switch on, huge success. That was brilliant. The Painting the Rio competition, another great thing. We got lots of lovely pictures of the Rio and stuff like that. Scarecrows were scattered around Newport during the summer.
Thrown around.
That seems appropriate. And a huge parade we had at the festival as well. These are all nice
What
things.
was your highlight? Or highlights?
I really enjoyed the festival, actually. I thought that was a nice day. And lots of things that nice have happened in the Rio. You know, because we do the free lunches and what have you.
Oh, yeah, Simon Sings. Just come and see that wonder of Simon singing. It's amazing.
Come along, you know, and if you do, try and stay for the whole thing, because quite a few people just wander away like, so I've got somewhere to go, and like, oh well, whatever. But yeah, singing in the Rio, actually I quite like doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, come along. Thursdays it's normally on, so you can come along and get free food, but the downside is you have to then listen to me warbling, I don't know, tie a yellow ribbon or something like that around the old oak tree. We're gonna, I think these are highlights, and we're gonna make a little bit of an appeal a little bit later. If I would have said that to how you might be involved next year in the sort of. In our highlight show next year, you could be in it. You could be here, so we could do that. But I think actually, to be honest, the Folk and Arts Festival was really good.
It was a new thing as well, isn't it? First year.
Exactly. It was a brand new thing, and it was in the back of their gardens, and
it's nice.
It was lovely. It was really good, and it was reasonably priced as well. And you know there was so that's a good thing. I always like to see like unwaged and that lower tickets and stuff like that, because you know everybody wants to get involved in stuff, but not everybody can necessarily have the money to do it. And if there's options, then that's good, you know. Good on them for doing that, we say. So there was our sort of kind of highlights of the year. I'm trying to think of other highlights of the year I had, but I didn't have any highlights out of Newport, I don't think. Well, we're not interested in them anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that's the thing. But I tell you what, so there's some of our highlights. Why don't we have our first Christmas wish? We've spoken to five people, Mark? We've spoken to five people, and we've asked them their Christmas, or their thoughts on this year, and they're just wee short ones, and then their hopes for next year for Newport. So who have we got? I think we've got Sally first. So shall we nip back down to Sally at the Mojo and hear what she has to say? Right, Sally, on you go. Highlights and wishes 24-25. And here we are for another Christmas wish, and we're with Sally at the top shop. Well, you're in Mojo at the top of the high street. Sally, how are you doing?
Good, thanks, Simon. Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So what would say is your highlight of the year, if you were to have one in Newport?
Yeah, okay, so the highlight for me, I think, was the opening night for the Newport Inn.
Yeah.
And Gillian had Dickie Trisco playing fantastic music. We were being fed fantastic pizza, and it was just one of the best nights I've actually had, for a long time in Newport. It was absolutely brilliant.
Super. And you mentioned to me the festival, which we must get in.
Yes,
that was a great night. Or great day and night.
Absolutely. I know it's very hard to pinpoint one particular thing. But yes, definitely the Forgan Arts Centre Festival was fantastic. That was just a brilliant day.
It was super. I loved it. Hopefully they'll do it next year. But maybe that's preempting. Sally, what's your wishes for next year?
Okay, well, my wishes for next year is that Newport continues to have great things happening, like the Forgan Arts Festival, like Big Rock Records, Gillian doing her thing at the Newport Inn. Just fun. I wish for everybody to have fun and good health.
Totally. And you kicked off the fire walk at Halloween, didn't you? So hopefully we'll have next year as well. We will see.
We will see.
But Sally, very happy Christmas, happy New Year, all the best for that, all right?
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon, Tom.
Take care,
bye. Bye-bye.
Here we go. Well, that was Sally at the top shop. Well, it's not the top shop. I keep saying it because the top shop is technically the co-op. So the top shop. Although she is at the top shop, she's not at the top shop. She's at the top shop. She's in Mojo. Anyway, thanks, Sally. Thanks for getting our top shops mixed up. But thanks for that, Sally. And we've got 4 more of them coming up, Mark.
Ooh,
yes, so we've got 4 more coming up. But what we're going to do, we're going to have another one quite soon actually, but I thought we'd just quickly speak about the podcast for a second. Okay. So thanks everybody who has sent in for the poetry competition. Mark, we've got 20 entries.
Brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. So we're going to tell you what we're going to do with them, and we're going to tell you our hopes for the podcast next year, okay? Not the whole year, but generally what we're going to be doing. So anyway, if you've sent in a poem, thank you very much. I'm replying to people, but what we're going to do is we're going to kind of announce the kind of the sort of winner, if you like, you know, or the one we're going to recommend, and we're going to print a wee book with all of the poems in them, and we're going to have a very sophisticated night in the Rio, where we're going to read them all out, and hopefully the people who wrote them read them out. But if they don't want to, then I can or you can read them out instead. And then we'll read a small. We can't do 20 on a podcast in January.
Take a random.
Well, we'll
pick them out of a hat.
Yeah, we'll pick 5 out of a hat or something, and we'll read them out. Okay, or we'll get again the people who've written them to read them out if they want to. Okay, that seemed a bit long-winded, but yeah,
no,
that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So we're going to do that, and then so we'll have a night at the Rio. We'll have a little book with all the poems in it. But what we'll also do, and what we're hoping to do, is not do an extra episode, but we'll do like an episode with just the poems on them. Okay, so we'll produce an episode with just poems from Newport. So it won't be us blethering, it'll be just, but we're not blethering, God, that was brilliant. us saying highly thought out things. We'll put them on a special podcast. So that's the thing. We're going to do another highlight for next year already, is Mark and I are going to go away to a different Newport.
You have to guess what Newport it is.
You could, well, yeah, right in, ladies and gentlemen. Suggest what Newport it is, actually. Bearing in mind we can only afford Newports within the UK. But no, we know which one we're going to, actually, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, if you can write in and guess which Newport we're going to record.
We can give some clues when we're there.
We will do that, I think. Yeah. We'll give clues when we're there. Yeah, shall we keep it secret?
Yeah.
And we'll do clues when we're there. We're hoping to do it in February.
February-ish time.
February-ish time. When we've got money. That's what we're going to do.
Airbnb have availability.
Yeah, Airbnb availability. And well, there's a clue. So there's only really one Airbnb there. Is that right, Mark?
Yeah.
So there's a clue. The
first
Newport,
clue.
Yeah. The Newport.
And if you win, we could bring back a souvenir.
We could bring back a souvenir.
Well, that's my phone ringing.
Is that like a Mark? Can you switch it off?
Live online. It doesn't ring for very long.
It doesn't ring for long. That's Mark's Nokia. Yes, he does have a Nokia. Just in case you were thinking, what is that? It was. I thought it was a bit of a Christmas thing, but all that does is prove that we are live.
I know.
We are live. We're not even going to cut that out, Mark, are we?
No, I think
we're going to do it. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing. And what we're also going to just say is we will do a podcast a month. I think that's what we're going to do from now on, just to make it regular. So we'll do a podcast a month next year. And we always want to hear from you, Newport-on-TayTV@gmail.com. Tell us what you'd like to hear. Tell us what you'd like to include. Tell us what Newport you think we're going to. But the first clue is there's only one B&B there, Airbnb there. So that gives you a little clue. But that's it.
And do you think if the winner, we could bring them back a souvenir from the Newport that we're in?
Well, yeah, they can come with us. If you fancy a trip to another Newport, you could come with us.
You have to pay.
It's not. It's not. Well, let's make that very clear. You have to make your own way. You come in the car with us, but you'll have to go thirds on the petrol. So you can do that. I tell you what. Let's not be mean. Let's have another Christmas memory and wish for the year. What do you think? Yes. Who should we go to this one? Let's go to Betty in the Rio. There, take it away, Betty. Highlights and wishes 24-25. And now here we are for another Christmas wish. Betty, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now I would ask you what your highlight was this year, but I think we all know, do we?
Well, could it be an MB by any chance?
Yeah,
it might
I would
be.
have thought.
Yes.
Congratulations once more. But no, that was a great thing.
It was.
And any more highlights of last year?
Just everything working so well in the Rio as well, and working in my life so well.
Yeah.
I've had a happy year actually.
Super.
Perfect happy year.
It's busy.
And getting more community coming into the Rio and getting our new heating in and getting our doors coming in.
Yeah.
And I mean everything's just been exciting.
Yeah.
But so is everything else really. The MB was topped it.
Yeah.
And going with my family to Windsor topped it. But everything else has just went for better and better. So hopefully it continues.
And I'm sure it will. And if you've not been, obviously, pop down to Rio, anybody, and say hello.
Yeah, pop down.
And for next year, what would yours? We're asking for Christmas wishes, or what you would like to say. What are you hoping for next year?
Well, I'm hoping things go bigger and better for the Rio, and
Yeah.
also for myself and
Yeah.
for everybody in the community.
Yeah.
I'm hoping things will be better all round for the world and for myself.
Well.
Because the world's in a bit of a mess
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And we can't solve the world, but we can solve Newport.
We can solve
and
Newport and the Rio.
Newport and one bit in the Rio.
Yeah.
We can solve this area,
Yeah.
but we can't solve the world.
We have that in our
which
hands.
is a sad thing. Yeah.
But well,
Yeah.
you can only do your own
Yeah,
bit.
you can only
I
do
think
your
that's
bit.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Betty.
That's fine.
Very Merry Christmas.
And the same
have a
to
lovely
everyone.
New Year.
Yeah, same to everyone that that's
All our
knows us
listeners.
all and all our listeners.
Thank you very much. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
And there we go. Well, that was some nice thoughts from Betty. Mark.
Wise words.
Now, Mark, you've switched your phone off.
I have.
You have switched your phone off, right? That's fine. Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but
It's important.
that's what happens when you're live.
Yes.
But now, just coming up, we're going to do some Christmas cracker jokes.
Oh.
We're going to hear from a couple more people. We're going to sing a nice song at the end.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing we were going to do, Mark? I've looked up some Christmas traditions from not Newport.
Ah.
Yes, so we'll do
Weird.
I know, it's a bit wild for us, okay, we're getting at uncomfortable territory
The
here.
map.
But we're gonna do that. So we'll do some of that. And of course, we're going to be announcing the Newport-on-TayTV Christmas single is coming out a little bit later on this month. So we won't tell you much about that because you'll know all about it when it hits YouTube. But that's coming up. But what we're going to do now is sing. Now, some of the Christmas videos that were brought out before had Christmassy Newport songs on them. Mm-hmm. And Mark and I have knocked together a little medley of three of them: Ding Dong Merrily and High, Jingle Bells, and God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, but all in the style of Newport-on-Tay. So we're...
Surprise.
Get your jingle bells out. Yes, that was funny. Get your jingle bells out. I know. Oh, you don't say. Is it about the big rock and the bray and the tay? Yes, it is actually. But so we're going to... Listen, get out your tambourines, get the kids around the trees, let's start jingling away and enjoy our little Christmas medley. And we're going to do it right now. Here we go.
Woo!
Ding dong merrily on High Street, the chip shop tills are ringing. Ding dong merrily on High Street is full of people singing. Newport, 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 Newport. It's not too far from Dundee. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, off to Newport-on-Tay. The bells in the High Street ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a Newport song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to have Christmas by the Tay. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to have Christmas by the Tay. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember on your travels to pop into Newport-on-Tay. There's many things to see and do and the parking's normally free. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Yay, there we go. Woo. Mark put that together. Fantastic.
Rock and roll.
Little Christmas medley there. So we're kind of cracking on the Christmas special.
Oh, yes.
And so it's sort of, let's do something traditional, Mark.
Okay.
Okay, how about let's pull some crackers
Okay.
and read the jokes out.
Right.
So I've got one here. So we're going to do Christmas cracker
Pull
jokes.
the cracker first.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, this was a better. Yeah, obviously.
That wasn't a hand clap.
Our budget didn't stretch to actual crackers, but we've printed some off the internet, and they're quite random. So, Mark, did you hear about the really successful scarecrow?
No, I didn't actually.
No, he was outstanding in his field.
I've actually heard it before. I should have known
Oh,
that.
we should have heard all of these before. We're at that age. Have you got one now?
I do actually, yeah. So, did you hear about the lady whose house was infested with Easter eggs?
No, I didn't.
She had to call out an eggs exterminator.
Oh.
Eggs terminator, that's it.
That's more of like an Easter joke,
Yeah.
isn't it? Easter cracker joke. Anyway, have you got another one, Mark, actually?
I do, there's one I don't want to read out because I don't like it.
No.
And I could read it actually. There's one, you know when you're getting old, when you go to an auction, people start bidding on you.
Oh.
This study seems like a joke, is it?
Well,
Like
I don't know, yeah,
saying or
unless you're like a human auction,
I know.
which would be a bit odd.
Oh no, that's another
yeah.
bad place to go.
And and then I've got, we'll do like one last one. Why did the Christmas tree have to give up knitting?
Something to do with its needles.
Yes, it kept losing its needles.
Why didn't I
Boom,
think of that?
boom. Hey, well, there you go. That's that's how we're just trying to think, really, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do Christmas, and that's what we're doing. So we're gonna, seeing as Newport's twinned with Ukraine, so although we're going further afield,
Yeah.
we're kind of keeping it.
Some connection there.
Yeah, absolutely. So how about this one? Well, actually, Matt, do your family have any Christmas traditions? Do you still put up stockings or stuff like that, or are you a bit?
Oh, what was in stock? I put up stock.
Oh, do you still get a stocking?
Well, not anymore. Well, not in the
No.
house. Don't
No.
put one up. But when I was growing up, there was always a stocking.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always
we
got
had
stuff
that.
put in the stocking as well.
Yeah.
One year I got a bottle of Thunderbird in my stocking.
Oh,
You know the.
the alcohol thing.
Yeah.
How old were you? 12.
8. No, I was old enough. It was legal.
It was legal.
Yeah.
Well, you know you've kind of crossed the barrier where you get Thunderbird in your stocking, really, don't you? That's like your journey into adulthood. That's your last stocking.
Drank with my breakfast.
Yeah, it's just thinking. And actually, I must, because we did ask for Christmas. We did get one letter in about Christmas traditions, which I will read out in a wee second.
All
Okay,
right.
but let's do Ukraine. And here, so now this is reading. I'm reading this obviously off of the internet. So you've surely heard of the German pickle legends. Oh, of course, hasn't anybody? I mean, I've heard them. In which grown-ups place a pickle in a Christmas tree, and the first child to locate it receives a bonus present. If you thought that was unusual and culturally distinct, you should also know that Ukrainians decorate their Christmas trees with spider webs. You may be asking why. Well, spiders and their webs are considered lucky among Ukrainians. So instead of garlands, balls and stars, they choose spider webs to decorate their Christmas tree.
Brilliant.
A wish for wealth and good future in the following year. The practice harkens back to a long forgotten Ukrainian Christmas folklore. And this is how one version of the folklore goes. Because a poor widow had no money to decorate the tree, spiders utilised her children's tears to construct lovely webs to decorate the tree during the night. The family's fortunes improved the next day, and they lived in opulence.
Right.
So that's quite.
Utilising children's tears.
Yeah, I didn't actually read that far when I printed it, and I'm like, oh dear, right. So that's for our Ukrainian friends. So I hope they're not sitting there going, what on earth are they talking about? That's total rubbish.
If it is, let us know.
Let us know. As always, let us know. Yeah. And actually, when we publish the podcast. Mm-hmm. Sticking your memories and Christmas things underneath it, because it's great to hear from you and hear what people get up to. Mark, you lived in Slovakia and you were telling me about a Christmas tradition there.
Yeah, well, it was like a starter for their meal where with every Christmas meal you'd have at the start it was a symbolic meal, and it was a piece of garlic, some honey and a wafer.
Oh, right. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so garlic for health, honey represents happiness.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the wafer was for.
Well, to put it on.
Yeah, put it on.
we'll go with that. Yeah, that's a nice one.
I like
there.
that. Yeah.
And we've got one here. Now this is actually not Newport either. And this is from Bev Miller.
Hello, Bev.
Hi, Bev, a regular contributor to the podcast. And she's not from Newport, but she was in a Christmas video, so she's part of the big thing.
Last year's?
Yeah, Bev was my love interest in last year's. Obviously, pretend. Well, I like her, but she's nearly married, for goodness sake. But she's written in, and she said she's put Xmas tradition Stobie edition, and she's put. I eat Cocoa Pops and half a bottle of Baileys on Xmas morning.
Xmas.
So, yeah, so there you go.
Nice.
So,
good start to the day.
That doesn't sound too bad, does it?
Fructifying.
I was trying to think if our family had some Christmas traditions, but I can't think. Arguments.
We also had Bucks Fizz when we were younger. We got a little bit of Bucks Fizz.
Oh, did you?
Champagne and get a bit of orange in it. And then
Well, actually,
it was quite nice.
I tell you, we do have one actually, because my mum's husband, he's passed away now. He introduced into our family a kind of Christmas breakfast, which was like salmon. And that sort of, what is that bread? Is it like, it's not pumpernickel, like rye bread.
Rye bread.
So there's salmon and rye bread and some oysters and lemon and so so I have to say, Peter, he did that. So that was a nice Christmas tradition that we had, and I think we still continue it, but I don't arrive till about 5, so I don't really see that bit. What are we going to? What did we say we were going to do, Matt? Now we're going to go 2 more Christmas wishes, I think, aren't we? So we've got 3 more Christmas wishes to come. So we're going to go. Now the shops are next to each other, so we may as well we'll bunch these 2 together. Yeah. We're going to go and say
walking too far on the podcast.
Exactly. And I have to say thanks to everybody who did, because I went in and I kind of accosted some people, and I said, right here, I want a Christmas wish and a memory, and they were like, oh right, okay. And when are you coming to do that? And I was like, now. Like, oh right, okay. So thanks to everybody, because they did. So we're going to go to the butchers first, where we have Douglas and Bobby, and they're going to say a wee thing, and then just directly after that we'll just tuck in and we'll speak to Diane, and she's in the manor, and they'll tell us their Christmas memories. And I think, mana, do. I thought that was one of our songs. I thought that would be a big hit. I was imagining going down the high street and people going, mana, do. Actually, I haven't heard anybody do it so far. But let's go and hear from them. Shall we do it now? Let's go. Let's hear. Highlights and wishes 24-25. Highlights and wishes 24-25. Highlights and wishes 24-25. So we're in the butchers with Dougie and Bobby. I forget everyone's names. Right, hi guys, how you doing?
Not bad, Si. Yourself?
Very good, Si.
How has your year been here?
Wonderful.
Good year?
Absolutely fantastic.
And
great turnout from the locals.
Yep.
Yep.
And we've been enjoying your fresh pies, I have to say. Like I pop in when Bobby tells me they're ready, so that's good.
Genius.
They're good.
Fantastic.
And what about next year? Give us a Newport wish for next year?
Well, let's wish everybody much success, and let's hope all the hotels stay open for a year.
Absolutely.
Everybody has a happy new year and a Merry Christmas.
Bobby?
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Guys, have a very lovely Christmas.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck for next year. All the best. And here we are in the manor now with Diane. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
For another of our Christmas wishes. And so what's your highlight been this year, Diane?
Well, my personal highlight is our daughter got married.
Oh,
and that was lovely. It was a nice family time. Everybody getting together for something happy.
Yeah.
So that was really lovely.
Good.
And I suppose that then ties in with my Christmas wish.
Right. Yes.
Which is for just for families and friends to get together and relax and enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
I think. My husband has just turned 60, which he's going to love me for that. That was another highlight of the year. My turn next year is that the older we get, we sort of realise how precious time is.
Yeah.
And spending time with grandchildren, parents, friends, because we're all busy.
We're always busy. I know.
So I think just having time to just gather together with friends and family and enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're going to continue in the manor next year?
Yes.
Well, look, thank you very much for that, all right? And happy Christmas to you.
And very Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you very much. See you
You're
later.
very welcome.
Bye. They're nice, aren't they? These? I quite like these Christmas wishes. We should do more of them next Christmas. That's what we'll do then. So I think what Mark and I did want to do is just... because, look, it's been great having you, everybody, listening to the podcast and that. We have had some good feedback, and we do hope you enjoy it. We would like to just say a few shout-outs, if you like. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Christmas shout-outs. And we're going to start with, and it's just random here, like we've got our Christmas hats on to do this. I'll just put mine on. So we would like to say thank you to a couple of people. We'd like to say thank you to Launchpad Dance Studios, who made a great thing of the Christmas lights. We're all dressed up and running around, and it made it look absolutely fantastic. And on that, we would like to say to Becky Miles, to Sarah McCowan, to Angus Snedden and Sally Snedden for organising, the main part of the festival. They all work really hard. It's massive, and they do the same in the Christmas festival. So all these people, really, we'd like to say, we'd like to shout out to you. Happy Christmas, hope you have a good time. Newport and One Bit in Bloom, because these guys go around and make the place look nice and it's
blooming great.
It's blooming marvellous. Yeah, so that's Newport in blue. So I think we should certainly say thank you to them. This list isn't exhaustive, by the way. Lots of people do lots of things. So and we know that. So thank you to everybody that makes Newport such a lovely place to live, really. So we've got them, and of course we've got to thank Liz and Davey. I'm thanking people now who've spoken to us on the podcast.
All right, yeah.
So Liz and Davey down at the harbour, thanks for joining us. Olivia, remember we spoke to Olivia in the chip shop. Big Rock Records had a wee chat with us, so thank you to them. Mary, who's got her final Christmas wish actually, is Mary, so she's coming up, so she's going to say that. Kevin and Adam, they're from Scoopley, they gave us a wee chat up in their van, and of course Betty, she did our first interview before she was in MBE, I might add. We're not glory hunters, like, we got her before she was royalty, untouchable. So but I'm sure that Betty will come back and speak to us again actually at some point, because she's just so interesting. And what we would say also is we've got another year coming up, okay?
Oh, that's good to know.
Well, I hope so anyway. So next year, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to the podcast and you think, well, I wouldn't mind being involved in these things, like the festival, the Newport Festival, the Halloween Festival,
maybe something you'd like to bring, something new to the table.
Exactly, yeah. Just do it. That's the thing. If you'd like to see a band at the Rio, don't wait for other people to do it. Do it yourself, because and you could always get in contact with us. We're more than happy to, help or not that we're experts, but we can advise and help as much as possible. It's great to see Newport with the Newport open again and the Boat Bray opening. So we've got a full complement of places where you can organise things. You could have all sorts of things going on. So if you have an idea, but you just think, I don't really know what to do, and you fancy speaking to us or getting in contact with the Newport Festival or anything like that with ideas and things you want to see, then do it. This time next year we could be speaking about another tradition that's been introduced into Newport over the year. So we've challenged you, ladies and gentlemen, so you could
lay in the gauntlet.
You can throw the gauntlet down. That's what we've done. So Mark, I think that's us for our Christmas special. There's going to be a bit more jingles, but we just kind of remembered once in a while. But that's it. No, well, it's not it actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Mary. Who was definitely accosted in the high street, okay, and I kind of dragged her onto the church steps. That sounded worse than it meant, but I gently pushed her towards the church steps, and she did a little chat with us, okay. So it's just another 1 minute, so we're gonna just go to Mary and hear what she has to say. We'll come back and say cheerio, and then we're going to leave you with Mark and I singing. In a non-Newport way, we're going to do it in the traditional way.
Serious.
We're going to sing Silent Night to finish it off. Yeah? So let's quickly go and see Mary. Mary, take it away. Highlights and wishes 24-25. And here we are. We're actually standing on the steps in the high street, and we've got Mary here. How are you doing, Mary?
I'm very well, thank you.
So we're doing Christmas memories of this year and wishes for next year. So what's your best achievement of this year?
Well, I have to look at it from a history group point of view, Simon. So I think probably as far as the history group was concerned, I think the best thing this year was when we were given an award for our book, Lest We Forget.
Oh, yes.
And that was the book which really told the story of our Poppy project from 2 years ago, when we involved the school children and we remembered all the young men on the War Memorial.
And it was super.
And it was really well received by the community.
And you can still get that book.
Yes, absolutely.
Visit the Newport-on-Tay, old Newport-on-Tay website.
Yes, and they can order it in the shop, and it's free local delivery.
Well, there you go.
We post it out.
Go.
So that was a highlight, I think, as far as the group is concerned.
And what about next year, up and coming?
Next year, well, at long last, we've been working very, very, very hard on our archive in the Blythe Hall.
Yeah.
This was kind of shelved before COVID, and it's only in the last year that we've got back to it. So we've been beavering away in there, and almost everything we have is now organised, catalogued, filed, and we're hoping that next year we'll be able to open it up and let people see what we've been doing.
Super. And that's what we've got to look forward to from the history group next year.
Yes.
Well, Mary, thanks for speaking to us earlier in the year. Thanks for... I've just accosted Mary in the high street, by the way, just to say. But, well, have a lovely Christmas, Mary, and a very happy New Year.
And the same to you.
Thank you, and we'll speak to you soon. And to all the listeners, indeed. Yes, very nice. Take care. See you later. Bye. Oh, well, thank you very much, Mary. There you go. That was Mary and her Christmas, and our final Christmas wish for the year. Okay, so we're done, ladies and gentlemen. We're finished. We're going to go for some. Well, I've been cooking turkey, Mark. Well, a vegan one. I've cooked a turkey dinner for us.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, after this. So, and I've laid the table, and we've got some crackers and everything.
So I'm starving as well.
Yeah.
We opened the crackers. We've got any extra ones.
Pardon?
We've got extra crackers.
I've got extra crackers. It's a surprise, really. It's our annual Newport-on-Tay podcast Christmas party.
Yeah.
With two people. We might try something a bit more daring next year. So, ladies and gentlemen, Matt, do you want to say Happy Christmas? Happy Christmas, everybody. Happy Christmas. Have a lovely New Year. We will see you with our poetry special in the new year. But I really do wish everybody the most lovely, peaceful, great, happy Christmas you can have, and all the best for the new year. And we are going to finish today with Mark and I singing Silent Night. Take care of yourselves. Write into Newport-on-TayTV, and we'll see you in the new year. Bye now. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing Alleluia, Christ the Saviour is born, Christ the Saviour is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.